Why do squatters have rights here in America? This makes no sense. If you have not seen this video of this illegal alien from Venezuela encouraging his fellow illegals to invade homes and invoke squatters' rights, let's check it out.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States, ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla.
He looks very deranged and very angry, to say the least. But he has 500,000 followers on TikTok. He's made some videos. He's gone viral recently for things he said. And he also claims that he has African friends who have taken over about 7 homes. So he's encouraging people to go out there and become squatters, invoke squatters' rights. You are a lazy bum if you do this. You're a bum. Seriously. Let's keep going here. It only gets worse. Suspects accused of killing a woman in New York City have been arrested. They apparently killed a 52-year-old woman, but they were squatters, and they killed this woman in her home. Let's check it out.
2 people have been arrested in the murder of a woman whose body was found in a duffel bag inside a Kips Bay apartment on the east side of Manhattan. U.S. Marshals confirm an 18 and a 19-year-old were taken into custody in York, Pennsylvania, about 185 miles from the crime scene. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor spoke with family members of the suspects.
U.S. Marshals arrested 19-year-old Hallie Tejada and 18-year-old Kensley Alston in York, Pennsylvania early Friday morning for allegedly possessing a stolen car. According to the U.S. Marshals, the 2 are considered suspects in the beating death of 52-year-old Nadia Vitels. Her body was found inside a duffel bag shoved into a closet near the front door of apartment 19A at this building on 31st Street by concerned family who came to check on her after they couldn't reach her. An NYPD source says it's alleged that Tejada and Alston were squatting in the apartment when Vitels showed up to either move herself or someone else in. Sources say 2 suspects were seen on surveillance video both inside the building and outside on the street here stealing Vitels' car. It was then traced to New Jersey and then Pennsylvania, where the car was involved in an accident. CBS 2 spoke with immediate family members of both suspects. Is he working right now?
I have no clue, to be honest with you.
When's the last time you talked to him?
It's been like a while.
Yeah.
It's been like a while.
Tejada was arrested back in December for breaking the glass door of his last known address in Manhattan. Alston has a prior as a juvenile for assault. We asked the super at the building on 31st Street in Kips Bay about security.
What's security like here in the building? I mean, how frequently had people been staying in that apartment before she moved in? Do you know anything about potential squatters?
See, they say that, but I've always believed that no one had moved in.
It is unclear right now how the 2 suspects would have gained access to the apartment. At Vitels' funeral earlier this week, her son remembered.
So sad. She's just a beautiful woman. It's heartbreaking.
Her as a woman who always took care of others, but was just about to move into New York City and focus on herself.
In the last few months, she traveled to Germany, Spain, Miami, and had the best time of her life.
A life brutally ended, police say, at the hands of strangers. In Kips Bay, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
And the suspects will be arraigned on charges of receiving stolen property in Pennsylvania and face possible extradition back to New York.
These types of stories are just heartbreaking. It's sad to see this going on in our country right now. This is a story from February. New York Post. Squatters take over 1,200 homes in Atlanta, open illegal strip clubs, and terrorize neighbors. Is this even America? Yeah, it says squatters are ruining entire neighborhoods in Atlanta, and police response to evict is so slow, some homeowners have resorted to paying nuances to leave. Wow. Brazen squatters even opened an illegal strip club on a property they had taken over. One of the 1,200 homes which has been squatted in the city, according to the National Rental Home Council trade group. I'd be terrified in Atlanta to lease out one of my properties. This is somebody who manages a local home cleaning company. Yeah, this is sad. Here are some of the suspects who were arrested. They were arrested for squatting in Atlanta. Yeah, right here. Opening an illegal strip club. This is crazy. They took over a 4,000 square foot home, and they turned to a strip club, held noisy parties, and even organized car races in the street, ruining the neighborhood for others, according to local reports. They took over this home that belonged to a woman who was gone on active duty. It's crazy. Why should this be allowed to happen? It shouldn't. But here's more. This is from 2 years ago. This is not new, obviously, but this is from 2 years ago. This situation has been going on for a very long time. But check this out. Oh, before we get to that, if you have not seen the video of the woman getting arrested in Queens, check it out. It's bizarre. She, getting arrested in her own home, I should say, because squatters. She couldn't kick the squatters. She's trying to evict squatters. But here's a crazy video right here.
This woman was trying to get inside her own home, but the previous owner refused to leave. We told you about Tracy Albert and her husband Miles' harrowing experience 2 weeks ago.
He just said he wasn't leaving. That was it. Wasn't going to leave the house, barricaded himself in the house.
Now, after a 14-month battle, the squatter and his family have finally moved out.
You see how violent these people can be? Who do you think you are? Seriously.
A neighbor's surveillance camera captured them pulling out of the garage and driving away.
We came here as fast as we could the next day to get let in, get the locks changed, and saw that he had still left some stuff behind.
Furniture.
Our cameras were there as movers removed each piece of furniture one by one, ridding the house of anything belonging to the previous owner.
Are you nervous that he's going to come here?
Yeah.
To everyone's surprise, the 5-bedroom home is in great condition.
When you first walked in here, were you holding your breath thinking, oh my gosh, I hope that the fixtures are there, I hope the stove is there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The walls were here. We didn't know what he was going to do.
But the Alberts say the entire ordeal has soured them forever on what was once their dream house.
We hate this home now, and it really does suck, but there's no way that you can, every time I drive up this street, it's just anxiety.
So do you think you'll move in?
At this point, I can't imagine moving in.
Wow. That's crazy. The dream home ruined by squatters, ruined the experience. Even though he's gone, just that is a traumatic experience, knowing that somebody was inside of your home, living there, just took over the place, and it was their dream home. 5 bedrooms, 2 stories, looks like a very nice house. And this bum scumbag loser just took over the place. I wouldn't want to live there either. He said, no, it's unlikely they're going to live there. I wish them the best. Hopefully they have found a better place to move to, and they can put this experience behind them, because it's truly sad. It's truly sad what's happening in this country and what's allowed to happen. Why does somebody get to come into your home and take over the place and have rights? Now, the lady in Queens I was talking about, she had the deed to her house, and it was given to her by her family, I believe, and these people just took over, saying, she needs to pay my money to finish the job I was doing here. Apparently he was doing work or something like that, and he just moved in. And his claim to the house was the money that he's been paid for the work, the invoice or something like that, a receipt or whatever for the work he's been doing. And he said he wasn't leaving until he got paid. But due to such backlash nationwide, the squatters they did leave, which is a good thing. But the laws need to be changed. The laws need to be changed, no matter what state this happens in, something has to be done about this, because it's not fair. You can buy a home and you can own property in America, then somebody can just invade your space if you're not there and claim it as theirs. I don't know. It's sad to see what's happening. Then you have the open border. You have this guy with 500,000 followers encouraging this stuff to happen, saying his African friends took over about 7 homes. This is like third world stuff happening here. Seriously. You have a woman getting killed in New York over this stuff, over squatters. They can be very violent, as you can see. Somebody got killed. A woman got arrested in her own home. This guy here in this video was acting crazy, trying to hit the woman with the stick or something. I don't know. It's very sad to see, and we have to fix this from the bottom up, the local level, all the way up to the national level. From the top down, whatever you want to say. From the bottom up, whichever has to happen. But I was watching Robert Smith on Newsmax, and he had a guest on there, and he says 7 squatters took over one of his properties. I believe he lives in New York, and he says, look, we're American citizens now. He came from another country. He's a foreigner, but he came from another country. He's an American citizen. Him and his family pay taxes, over $300,000 a year in taxes, and it's not fair. These people have rights. It's lunacy. But this has got to change. We're seeing all kinds of crazy stuff go on. But yeah, I just want to shed light on this issue. It's important that we talk about this, because we want people to know what's going on. People that may be apolitical, that don't have, don't really pay attention to what's going on, or they kind of look the other way, or thinking it can't happen to them, because it can happen. So it's important that we talk about this stuff and shed light on it and make people more aware, because a lot of people are busy. You have busy lives. You work, you take care of your kids, you pay bills, you're in extracurricular activities, whatever, sports, whatever, and you see these things going on. It's lunacy. You see people getting killed in their own homes by squatters. You see people rushing the border, tearing down fences. It's crazy. Hopefully there will be a big change in November of this year, and we can turn this thing around. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.